literally got like collar chain jerked.
Our duty is of the gravest importance. Furthermore, if the particulars were made
If people are that dumb, let them panic, let them
incite
die.
widespread panic.
I'm a bad person.
As such, those entrusted with this duty have been bound by an enchantment.
So they can get permission to
which
talk, they
prevents
just have
us
to get
from
it.
speaking of such matters without the express permission of the forum.
How is that even possible?
Well, I mean, magic.
It's been some time since I last gave a lecture. Please, take a seat.
Summoned, probably, from elsewhere? I doubt he just casually created them.
We
But
shall begin by reviewing the
and we couldn't make a robe, so...
The ether, which imbues us with life, can be categorized into
So we know of, like, mnemonic, for example. Physical and soul.
Of the incorporeal source,
Yes.
the soul, and the memory. Can anyone tell me the third?
Corporal. Physical. I said physical, but you get the idea.
Yes. Very good. This
Oh
is
my
the
God, I
form with
got
which
it right.
the layman is most familiar.
Probably includes crystals, if
Consumed
nothing
by
else.
even the simplest of daily activities, and replenished by the food and drink that sustain us, this form of ether is in
I really wonder if the
constant
ancients
flux.
ate. I assume they did, but who knows?
In contrast,
And they were
the
physical
ether that
beings.
comprises the soul is rarely subject to dramatic change. The same can be said
Maybe a
for
little
memory,
lower.
as the two are intrinsically linked.
Intrinsically linked is very interesting to me. I mean, given, as far as we know, Asians are comprised of soul and memory with no corporeal ether.
Picture the soul as paper, and memories as words written upon it.
Welcome to the Studium. The T was much lower than I expected it to be. It looks nice like that, though. Makes sense. And then in the live stream, it gets
What would
mostly
happen
washed
if
clean.
that paper was doused with ink? The same type
Oh,
of
this is going to
ether
be really
as
relevant,
comprises
isn't
the
it?
memories.
Indistinguishable. That's what the brush is for.
It would blot out everything that was written.
Too many memories. Perhaps.
Precisely. We would be unable to recall the memories.
Is
And
this what
any
the live stream
activities that
does?
depend upon them would be hindered as well.
Hmm.
In fact, this exact phenomenon was observed on a vast
The seventh
scale
Umbral
not so
calamity
long
and the
ago.
faces of the warriors
what
of
might that
light
have
that
been?
saved the realm. I know exactly what this is.
The seventh Umbral Calamity. The people of Eorzea vividly recall Bahamut breaking free of the lesser
But they don't remember Louis Suave
raining
either, that's
hellfire
right.
down upon the realm. But no one could seem to remember the events that followed immediately afterwards.
Indeed. To this day, we have yet to determine whether
That's
it was
true.
an unintended consequence or a deliberate act. The enchantment
money's still on
which binds
Hydaelyn.
me and the rest of the forum is based on a similar principle. And yes,
So it's not
it is a
allowed, but they're like, but we
contravention of
need
the
it.
Charlian prohibition against the practice of memory manipulation. Only when a new member is inducted and told of our great duty
God, this is
are
so
they subjected to the
suspicious.
process. Unnecessary evil. You have my word that it would never be used to manipulate
Unless
the
the
populace.
need was dire. The thing is, when you get desperate, you do things you would never do. The Ascians, the convocation is proof positive of this.
I should hope not. But can this enchantment be dispelled and your memories restored?
If 9/10 of our members give their approval, then the process may be reversed.
So we just gotta make that happen.
And only then would we be
Probably
able
gonna
to
have to
speak freely.
unfreaking temper him.
Barring that, we must wait until we return to the ethereal sea.
When it all gets washed away anyway.
For there we will be purified. The blocks upon our
But
souls
not
will-
entirely, and I wonder if he knows that.
and
Are
our
you
memories
implying?
drift apart and dissolve.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say
Rather
you're implying that we
defeating
just
the
have to
purpose, I suppose.
find a newly dead one and pull him back.
But there are those memories
We
that
know.
are indelibly etched upon our souls.
We know this from the first Warrior of Light is in first hand. Come on, let us say
What
something. Let us say
happens after
something.
that?
We are reduced to pure ether, coalesce with that of others.
And yet we
That
have
creates
distinctive,
souls anew.
recognizable souls between the first and the source, which are on different timelines. So the idea that the souls would be born at the same time, they must be coming back over and over again. Same souls, recognizably the same.
Alternative schools of thought assert souls remain whole. Return to the
Okay, so I'm not
corporeal
crazy.
world,
And this is,
reborn into
see,
another form.
the other one is what's supposed to happen, I truly believe. And this is what is happening because Hydaelyn has caused stasis. It's sort of like the entire world is dreams, Xanarcan lives happening over and over and over again to sustain this thing that cannot or should not be sustained.
Both theories have their proponents. Personally,
I consider both to be the case at one point in time. Lily's computer freezes and stutters on my
Well, I think that's enough education for today. Now that I've given you some food for thought, or rather,
remind me
an
when I need to
entire
look at that
banquet.
because that's crazy. Yeah, that's not that's not good. We don't like that. Come on. It's heavier, I guess, question mark.
I would remind you that although I'm unable to assist you with certain matters, the resources at my disposal may still be of use to you. I'll arrange for you all to be given the run of Phenomenon. Of course, as associate to our alumni and the students of Baldessian, this privilege is extended to you as
So
well.
Scholark is probably like the head scholar of this thing.
Oh, and I suggest you speak with Ki Aliapo. She's well known among the artisans of Sharlayan, and her network of contacts may prove useful in your search for knowledge.
Wherever they may
I
take
wish
us.
you all the best
Can't
in
wait
your
to see.
pursuits, wheresoever they may take you.
That was wild. Define game. Oh. He seems like a great guy.
So we're pretty much just making it codified that yes, we are the babysitter.
That was my thought too. I think I said the parent, but you know, same idea.
This isn't a
Sorry.
parent relationship, it's a babysitter relationship.
You're like, they're not mine. Sorry, you get to be the one in charge.
Oh, no, the level of responsibility and the reaction. You know,
Yeah. I don't know, with how Force Chanel's been behaving, maybe you're the adoptive parent now. Let's go. Excuse me. Metalworker. Plus, these are sort of like role quests, but for the various crafting disciplines. And gatherers and crafters. Seems like he's dealing with stuff that's a bit fishy. Whom to choose you? You choose to help. I do what I want. Ow. She's got the little Mama Shiba earring. I like how I was like, I'll clear out this quest on the... And then it gave me 5 more. It's fine. This is fine. Need help. Excuse me. Oh. Oh lordy. Mammoths. Nice. A rustic scholar. May not be popular, but sure. Volatile, huh? Tranquility. This like classical guitar is just so pleasant and chill. I love it. Thing. It's a flippin' beaver. Yes.
I mean, it was obviously a deliberate act. They said as much earlier.
That creature is more dangerous than you can imagine. It's true. The horror. Simulate the movement of ether through the environment. Your extremities are safe. Cool. Extremities. Oh wow, those are just like, they look like crystals of light. Earth crystals. Makes sense because rock, I guess. Little one, I'm not that little. Yes, this is what I was talking about with like, and why battlefields tend to have like a lot of crystals, crystallized ether. A lot of death that can't all get through very well. Frozen in time, huh? I've heard this word's never in that order. I am intrigued. Yeah. It is a very fundamental and often difficult to answer question. Ugh. I mean, you just basically had an explosion and gave us a loot pinata. I don't know many people who wouldn't be super into that. Battle. It's supposed to be the rugged version? They really look the same. I guess I should target him. The Arcanist, or not, Astrologian one is quite good. Kick him out with the confluence. I assume that's this way. Fast fashion, yep. Bastion. Everyone's gonna think I'm a forum person. I'm not. Man, if Fortuna saw me now, he would like have an aneurysm. I should go by the Levier Manor, no reason. A member of the forum here. I don't know, I'm just in... Yeah, I know! That's what I was just musing. Excuse me. See, I am still transformed. Just for the occasion. How long can I wear these? If it had that effect on every NPC, I would wear it for the absolute maximum allowable time, but I have a feeling it's not coded into most things. Ash covered envelope. Interesting and slightly concerning. Do I need to still have it on? I don't think so. I think it'll be fine. If not, I'll just have him put it back on. Ash spells out a message. Ash. What becomes of the flame once all is ash? Consumed by that which it was nourished by. Yeah. I'm actually quite confused. I'm just sitting here like, aren't those identical to the ones they've got now? Yeah. So I'm behind. That's right, though. Do this one because it's right here, and then back on track. I mean, it's what you love doing. Well, it was lying on the ground. Oh, buddies. Oh, recalcitrant behavior. Ooh. Bring me food and a candle. Are they not feeding him? Unless he's gonna explode the food. I think we're safe. Sure, it's in here. Yeah. Oh. You could say that. Oh. Good, 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 good. It's like, ugh. Ah, yes, she probably has to maintain things here. Yeah, that's true. Can't really mess around with that here. Yeah. Alright. Back to the docks. Ugh. do a few more side quests. Ziggy Stardust, what a name. Some trust there. Ugh. Hate it. Reminds me so much of going through like Markarth, you know, they're like really Dwemer places. All the elevation changes and this particularity of the doors.
I don't know if you've gone to Limsa or not, but the music.
I haven't quite gotten there yet. Is it pretty good?
It's pretty familiar.
Oh, intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to head there, and then I thought I would do a few more side quests before leaving. I'm pretty
That's
close to
fine.
hitting 81 on Astro. Huh?
Ooh, nice. 81 for Astro.
Indeed. Yeah. Elegant mammoth. Words I don't normally think to hear in concert. Wait, that just looks like Alphino. The hell? Someone got some splaining to do. The my love thing seems even weirder now. Oh, okay. Resist the compulsion to keep it for yourself. I do like to collect minions. Admittedly. The specimen that came from the moon. What? I mean, obviously, but what? Really can't wait for that. However it's gonna happen. Intriguing, most intriguing. I mean, it wasn't hard. Oh no. Huh. Okay, there are no more. Well, you see, I have a whole expansion ahead of me, so I can all but guarantee there will be. But that's okay.
I'll be back.
You'll be back? Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay, Bach. Yes. We should actually make some tea. Seize this opportunity. I wasn't even planning that when it just happened. It's the thing about practicing puns. The more you do it, the better you get. Ha. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. You found it. I did too. Bad sign. Maybe they reproduce asexually. What harm could another do? I'm gonna stab you. Well, that was the last we ever saw of that Lalafellan. Or Lalafell. He was consumed by the beavers. I need to find, there's a Lalafell NPC by the name of Momo I need to find. Or is Momo? I'm thinking Mormo. I think there's one named Momo, and if so, I need to find that one, take a picture of Momo, and then no Momo. Well. Princess, this is Alice. I didn't notice the head thingy. The existence of this mammoth is probably a secret, best kept from certain individuals. You might be crazy. Heart and rapture. So we're my Asian minions then, huh? Hey. Whoa, excuse me. Oh, yeah, it's definitely tea time. They are. In Chinese. Nice. So these pewter coffers are eye level 525. Which is better than a few of my pieces. I'll probably want to crack some open on this class before I do any duties, but these are 530, so it's not better. It does appear I've exhausted the side quests. Unless I want to do this, which no, not right now. I shall return to it, but for now, I think it's time to make some tea. Ability acquired. Alright. Ooh. Uh-huh. Do you need a moment to prepare? You're not gonna offer me a fan, are you? No, I was quite done with being there. Reading too fast. 'Twas only right that this discussion be conducted in person. A war of attrition, indeed. Yeah. Trying to remember exactly what Emmett Silk said about decisive action. Without decisive action, our star would perish or whatever. Something along those lines. Without decisive sacrifice, I think is what it was. Yeah. This will be fun. The number of people that will be going will basically be the number that have the warding scales, I'm sure. So they surely need it. Amazing, right? I don't know. It seems the only way forward, if you ask me. Death without end. That's the most important thing about these cycles of violence. Where does it end? An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. A colossal tower. Yes, I want to go play with Fandaniel's tower. I certainly believe it myself. They just need to hold a foothold and gather ether for something. It's maybe their secondary purpose. I think they're doing more than just consuming it to maintain their form. For the gate of the gods. That's what I immediately assumed. Even before they revealed that the tower was there, I was expecting a central tower in Garlemald, based on looking at the Azim sigil, ironically enough. So the little towers look like this, but the big tower, well, the top of it, looks like kind of like this. And the sigils the Ascians wear are the Scions of Darkness sigils. The Ascians' titles are the Scions of Light titles, and each Scion of Darkness says created in opposition to the Logriff the Transcendent, for example. So who or what was created in opposition to Azim the Traveler, I ask you? Oh, I kind of like towers. I mean, you probably don't have to ask twice. Well, I'll give my most stoic nod. No, I want to make out the Telephroi. It's different. Per la gloria d'adorarvi. Ah, this is probably the music she was talking about. Or familiar. I mean, it's not exactly, a long shot. Warm clothing. Makes sense, though. As we left it. But will it really? Oh, good timing. I just finished that scene. Oh, I didn't think to wiggle you. Yeah, I like just popped out like as I finish the scene. I glance over and then I see you coming in. Huh?
What command does exist? I said it won't let me hit you. What command
Slap?
does exist? Ah, slap. There we go. Oh.
Can't you believe you did this to me? You killed me! You killed me! I'm dead!
I thought you were trying to do something back, so I ran behind the pillar to try to
What?
I said I thought you were trying to. Here, I'll go.
Okay.
I thought you were trying to do something back, so I ran behind the pillar to try to land a second, so it wouldn't work.
That was sure a noise.
Noise?
It was very staticky and crackly as you were putting the headphones on, which is weird.
Oh, hey. Sorry.
I don't know why I'd do that, like... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, we're off to Alan Meeking Quarter. Hey, guess what? We can share teleport costs.
You want me to teleport since I get reduced rates?
We have reduced rates on right now too, so it should be
Well,
equivalent.
mine, for me, it's not a right now thing. We just run them all the time.
Yeah, well, we are running them all the time right now, our FC.
We run them all the time,
Well, aren't you supposed? Hey, guess what, sir? Hey, guess what? We can fly.
Remember my flop yesterday? Oh, see the mount I'm on right now?
Where are you?
I just teleported by the turret.
Can you please fiddle with the cord going in those headphones or the mic cord, because it is really bad.
Any better?
No.
Nope.
Hold on, let me come over there, because that, basically those headphones, this thing can plug in and come out. Oh, so they just need that. I don't know, because it's acting crazy. Hold on, I can't hear you because I have headphones. So let me get them in. Any better?
Any better? I was just about to ask you.
Oh my god, it's really bad. It's actually slightly better, but not a lot better. Maybe it's the microphone. Sorry to derail things, but like...
How about that? Any better?
No.
How about now?
Well, it seems better on a... Not enough to be for sure, but...
Well, that's a good sign. Anyways, this
It was
mount, that's out. When I did the big try to fly flop thing, this was the one. See how big its wingspan? It's just a big, dramatic, wing opening and a flop into the water.
Yeah, belly flop. Yeah, I would guess it was the cord of the microphone. You can probably put it back. It just needed to be wiggled or something. Won't spend my life on it, but, wherever is most comfortable for you to have it.
Still good or back to
Yeah,
problems?
seems fine now. It was probably just being a butthead.
I've had it do that sort of thing before, but only ever with one specific person. And never with anyone else, so I always just kind of wondered a little bit if it was on there.
Yeah, that's so weird.
The thing was, though, they didn't have that problem with anyone else, so it was like,
Yeah, that's pretty wild either way. Ooh, it's almost tea time.
Oh, I recognize this place. The City of Maze.
Just look at your map. You can fly over it. Yeah, walking around in it was kind of annoying.
Before we had flying here, I would get lost.
Yeah.
There was a thing here that you can like climb on most of these rooftops without flying.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
there's
did
this
that.
like little section I was trying to get to, and I spent hours and hours and hours like jumping around on the
no.
rooftop trying to get over to like some little section. And then they gave flying for this area, and I was like, oh.
Oh god. Oh, tragic. Ugh. Well, that's right. I'm sure they'll send Lucia and a few others. Lucia is, I think, the ideal person to send, even if she hadn't been in the launch trailer.
You know what's funny?
They can just deal with it. Well, what's that?
So we have, you know, a couple of the leaders here, and if you kind of cycle through leaders of all the
If
areas,
you turn away, I can't hear you anymore.
Oh, hey, sorry. So if you kind of cycle through the leaders of a lot of the areas, you know, there's more than a couple that I like, and it's funny because you know I like Sir Amric. I think he's cool, and I like the guy from the Azim Steppe.
The Magni? Golden-eyed hair guy?
What?
Azim
Sorry,
Steppe?
the Doman guy.
The Doman guy, yeah, that's Hean. He's from
Yeah.
Doma, though. We found him on the Azim Steppe.
Yeah, okay.
That makes
Anyways,
more
I like
sense.
him. It's funny, like the Bull of Almega here, you'd think with me IRL and my interests that I would like him. I've always been like, meh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's funny,
It's just
though.
weird. It's like, hey, you know, I'd jump in arena IRL and fight people IRL, and the guy who does it in game, I'm like, not impressed. Not so much that I just don't. I'm not drawn to him
Just
the way
not
I'm
your
drawn
type,
to some
yeah.
of the other stuff.
It's funny, though.
Yeah, seems a little backwards.
Yeah, unpopular in certain quarters. In other words, assholes don't like you. What a shame. No, you really can't. Ugh. I'm sure, yeah. Well, I mean, Alamigo's gonna be even harder, so recently freed. But now they're the ones in bondage. Think about it. Well. Ugh. We meet again. Oh-ho! Oh-ho-ho-ho! Maxima! Still. Maxima's looking fit and ready to travel. All kitted out. Oh, he's got a stake, he's just also got stuff to take care of. Yeah, unfortunately that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. The irony. Doubt they're gonna be super happy to see me. Well, if they can flee, then that's a good step in the right direction, because right now they can't even do that.
Seems like a bit of a jab. He's like, as long as you don't like announce yourself to everybody. I'm like, look, I did that when I went into this because I felt like it.
A capital idea. Aha, because going to the Guardian capital. Nice pun. Ugh. I'm not gonna try to talk to everyone here. A mystery gift. God, my back is just being whiny. It needs to stop that. Let's go. Those are like ancient sized doors.
12.
You good there, bud? Oh, that is a lot of people. I mean, not very many for... I don't want to say invasion force, because that's not really the term. Hey, ain't that the Scholar quest NPC?
Glad you could join us. But we went ahead and started without
How
you.
could you? Kidding, it's fine.
As you can imagine, our traveling companions were eager to become acquainted. 'Tis a rare thing indeed to see such a diverse and talented group of individuals assembled
Strike
for a
force,
single
I would say.
purpose. We fight not only for the sake of Eorzea, but for the entire world, including the people of Garlemald.
Those are the bard NPCs. Is this how the role quests are gonna go? So I just realized I haven't actually figured out the role quests.
Indeed, which is why I am glad to find myself in the company of many trusted comrades, yourselves included.
Lucia.
I have come at the behest of Lord Emmerich, who has honored me with the role of Ishgard's representative. And for the good of all nations, not least my former homeland, I am determined to see this mission through to its end. We have a hard road ahead of us, but walk it we shall, together.
We too welcome this opportunity to work together once more. I have
You
faith
mean
that
if there's a way to
if there is
resolve
a
it? We
way
will
to resolve
make a
this
way.
conflict, we will find it.
There's no path. That's fine. There used to be no paths ever. We forged them all.
Allow me to introduce you to the rest of our company. Everyone! If I may have your attention.
And of course, oh my gosh. Wow, Pajali outside the 12's wood. World really is ending.
Might I ask you to speak first?
If I must. I am Arun Senna, spokesman for the Gridanian delegation. Here on behalf of my esteemed sister, the Elder Seedseer, we shall provide support and protection to those in need during our time in Garlemald. To that end, I am joined by healers selected by the Conjurers Guild, with the Order of the Twin Adder's Finest serving as our escort. Of course, with an experienced white mage such as yourself accompanying us as well, those requiring more involved treatment will be in safe hands.
I bet you don't get this if you haven't leveled White Mage. I wonder how.
By the way.
Wonder how much you have to level.
Okay. A little nod to the whole I've leveled White Mage.
Yeah, I was just looking at that as well. I was wondering how high you have to level it to get that.
I am not max level on White Mage. In fact, let me tell you what I am, because I haven't written.
I would assume you're probably like 50 is probably the cutoff. I'm pretty
59.
sure you're above that. Oh yeah.
59. So
Yeah.
that's enough.
Nice though. It's kind of
Yeah.
nice to see these little things.
Mm-hmm.
Suppose I'd better say my piece.
Sickard. Hey, this is the guy from the Lemonson quests. Mr. Grow Up.
I know.
Yeah, he got better. Don't worry about it. Posted as his buyer.
The name's Sickard, in case you've forgotten. Truth be told, I've
It's
rather
okay.
had forgotten.
We all make
Anyway,
stupid
the
mistakes
Admiral
when we're
asked
young.
Captain Gilfear to send his best, and for whatever reason,
Whatever reason. It's almost like he sees potential in you. It's crazy, huh?
course, if I'd refused, I'd be the laughing stock of the bloody executioners, and my reputation's taken enough of a keyhauling as it is. But more importantly, like any pirate worth his salt, I know when you're staring down a storm, you gotta trust in the commander of your ship. So if the Admiral wants us to go to Garlemald, not for plunder and glory, but the promise of peace in our time, then that's what we'll do. Since we all know how much the Empire loves its steel, we thought we'd bring along a few smiths to make the most of it. Give them a pile of scrap and they'll cobble together anything you fancy.
I want a car.
Of course, just like the Gridanians, we got purposes of our own. We might have come with a more constructive purpose in mind, but we're more than capable of cracking skulls, believe you me.
Well, you're certainly.
I was wondering if she would be along too. I figured probably.
So are we. The most dependable warriors of Uldar and Alamigo have assembled at the Sultana and General Aldin's behest.
Explosions.
If Garlemald has truly fallen, then the whole place is likely to be crawling with Telophoroi. We'll need plenty of troops to clear and hold a path for others to follow. That's where we come in. Naturally, Marshal Tarapin and I will be leading from the front. It's been some time since I last saw you in your element on the battlefield. From what I've heard, you've become pretty fearsome yourself. Master Matoya, the avatar of...
I'd throw it in her face that she stole that name every chance I got, too.
Urianger really has to hide his face with some cards.
With comrades like these, I know we'll succeed, no matter what awaits us. And then we might finally get a chance to enjoy a good long rest. But until then, let's give it our all.
As for Ishgard, we Temple Knights have come in force to uphold our nation's commitment to the peace and welfare of our allies. The bitter cold of Garlemald is a formidable enemy in of itself.
That's very true.
Our experience fighting in ice
Bear in mind Napoleon's Russia campaign.
Accordingly, I have been designated commander of the Ilzabad contingent. I will do all in my power to provide you with the leadership and guidance you require. The four high houses, House Hylinart foremost among them, have arranged for a host of machinists to join us on our mission. Their knowledge of Imperial Magitech is sure to be a great boon.
That's true.
They will address any problems of a technical nature
Hey, and there's
together
the
with
Dragoon
the Smiths
NPC.
of Lipsa Lomitsa.
Like, mostly, if not all here.
There is another awaiting introduction.
Wow, you sound so pained. Oh, it's Asshat McGee. Ugh.
Lord Emanolaine?
She's like so pained. Same.
Ah, yes. Emanolaine de Forton, at your service. Though, lest there be any misunderstanding, I should stress that I've not become a fearsome warrior while you were away. Rather, far from it.
Trust fund babies, right? What can I get out of this?
Right?
I just need to make
I'm
myself a name.
I'm just sitting here like you are really bad at rallying the troops. You need to bolster their confidence, not undermine it.
But should the opportunity arise for a spot of
Oh my god.
dancing, I will be
Yeah, who let this Joker join? Kick him out.
Right. It's alright, he'll get along well with Fendaniel, who also likes to dance around like a crazy band.
I cannot wait to regale Honoraul
Yeah.
with my tales of daring do.
Lucia is in so much pain.
Our allies from the Eastern Alliance were due to arrive some time ago, but it would appear they have been delayed.
Would that be the shinobi of Doma?
Actually, they've been tasked with relaying messages back and forth between the various
This isn't gonna be the
According to
The
Lord
mercenaries,
Ian,
the
however,
an
an
I forget
equally
what they're called, the
capable
wolfmen
company
looking
of warriors
people.
has been sent in their stead.
I was wondering if it'd be her.
Out of my way! You
Excellent. Would explain why we saw Serena in the launch trailer.
I don't remember Serena. But the blue lady, I like her a lot.
Sadu is awesome.
Yeah, she's
Total ass kicker.
Cyrena, and you've brought company.
For battle and blood we come, as a step is sore.
There's not enough danger and destruction on our land. We didn't even get a tower. We got
Sadu's like, I'm bored. That's hysterical.
She's like, no tower for us to destroy in our own land. We have to come here to do it. Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
That's so funny. It's great.
Sadu had to know. We go to make peace with the Iron
Sadu's like, wait, why the fuck am I here then?
Warriors of the Steppe, we've heard many tales of your bravery. We welcome you as allies. And these other ones you have brought.
She's like, this peace. Peace. Sorry, don't know that word. War.
Not in my vocabulary.
Resistance group, Lente's Tears.
Aha. I was wondering. Are these the source reflections of the sisters in fucking Raktika? They look very, very familiar. Her especially.
And the Bosnian resistance. Between them, they have a wealth of experience in espionage, particularly adept at infiltrating Imperial facilities. Which is fortuitous, since Garlemald's domain is so vast that I could never hope to handle reconnaissance duties all by myself.
Dalmasca, Bosnia, Alamigo.
Mm-hmm.
All lands which
What
have
could
suffered the
possibly go
tyranny of the
wrong?
Empire. I would never presume to question your motives. Nevertheless,
Yes.
I must reiterate that our goal is to aid the victims.
Alphino, you're worse than the trust fund baby.
I mean, Alphino is basically a trust fund baby. Didn't you just see his mansion?
That's true. He is a trust fund baby.
I mean, he's been disowned and he's like taken it admirably. So he's not like just a trust fund baby, but
trust fund baby who's been disowned is still given every opportunity. It's just they get scolded sometimes about it. Like they don't really.
Yeah.
Cut those people.
And they are victims, make no mistake. Though I understand that many may struggle to see them as such.
Hopefully we're not bringing those kinds of people.
For everyone
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they only brought people that were genuinely interested in helping.
Not only in Alamigo, but everywhere we went. And who could
This
blame
is a
them?
little commentary on the player
Empire's
base, I
always
think.
been the enemy.
Stuff changes though. If you don't change with
But
it,
after
you fall
seeing
behind.
what we've seen, fighting and working against and with Garleans,
They're all just people.
Truth.
Institutions
No different from you or I.
are the danger.
They've got their share of liars and murderers, but so do we. So do we all.
Looks at the Mad King's throne.
Fordola, who once swore herself to Garlemald, has proven herself a trusted ally time and time again. Every Eorzean here knows Cid Garland, the Imperial defector who shared with us countless technological wonders. Gaius bloody Balesar himself is working to help rebuild Werlid, a nation he once conquered.
Times change. You gotta change with them.
So you can believe me when I say that every fighter here understands and accepts that the Imperials are not monsters and are deserving of help. Or at least that they were able to...
What about me? I'm just going there to kick some Garlean ass. I don't care about them. I don't see them as people.
Sarah,
Wait, did you ask me?
We're going here to kick Talaferoy ass, okay?
I'm just teasing, but they didn't like, you know, it's the whole, like, do you agree? And my character nods, and I don't actually get any choice in it. It's like, did you ask me first?
Sorry, you're tempered. I mean, what?
Can't we use the pig thing on me? Like, who has never thought, like, let's use the pig thing on me?
It's a good question. I will say it's not, like, confirmed, but it's they've I was thinking about this last night. They've really emphasized the fact that it's the blessing of light that protects us from the influence of the towers. It is not the echo. The echo does not prevent us from being tempered. Now that we understand the difference, as of like 5.2-ish, between the blessing and the echo for sure, the tempering of one primal prevents the tempering of another. So like, you know, I'm just saying. People say, well, the echo, well, the Convocation had the full unsundered version of the echo, and they were tempered by Zodiark. Echo does not prevent tempering.
Yeah, I thought they established that pretty early on, that the reason you can't get tempered is because you're already tempered, you're already taken.
There are a lot of people who do not accept that, who are so adamantly against it that they refuse to even entertain the thought, which is unwise.
This was like Heaven's Word, like they got this out of the way.
This is called nuance. You're very good at it, and some people just aren't.
Well,
but
yeah.
You know, it's not hard confirmed, but if it ever is going to be, it will be in this expansion, I think. The way the forum acts is so crazy, so I don't know, we'll get into it, certainly. But yeah, I don't know why, we just need to porksy up the warrior light. However, that may take more than, like, you know how, like, our soul's the densest Becklug has ever saw? It may take more than, like, a whole ass country worth of people's ether to, like, untemper us. I don't know. Probably not that much.
We need to watch them try and they all pass out, like, end up in the ER, you know.
That would be funny.
The Chirurgeons are like, why do they keep trying? Just stop, you're gonna kill yourselves.
Just kill them, they'll be reborn, not tempered.
We must cross the central mountain range.
Not true, because we've been killed how many times? We just come back.
Okay. Well, to be very clear, when a person, like when Orchefant was stricken, there was, it's actually a really cool little minor detail in the extreme version of the fight, at least. There is a debuff that goes on the person who gets that hit, because they do the same attack in the extreme version of the fight. And you get a debuff where you cannot be healed for a certain amount of time. So, like, they're saying he had that same debuff where there was no way to heal him and then he died. If you actually die, you are gone. What happens to us is we are incapacitated, knocked out. Anytime we have, quote-unquote, died in a fight, we've actually just been knocked out or incapacitated, not dead. It's a fine distinction, and I totally, like, don't understand it sometimes, but this is one of the reasons why we're theorizing that we might actually die, go to the underworld, and have to, like, fight our way back to life, you know?
So pretty much like what you're saying is if we were smart, we'd go around and telling people we have, oh shoot, what's that disorder where you fall asleep sometimes?
Oh, narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy. And be like,
yeah.
I didn't get beat in battle, I just fell asleep. Like, I fall asleep all the time in weird places, like...
Me too! That's fantastic.
To try to be like, I didn't get beat.
I love it.
Fortunately, Garland Ironworks can provide aerial transport, sparing us this most treacherous part of our journey. However, attempting to fly any closer to Garlemald would attract the attention of the Telophoroi.
Which would be bad.
As they appear to have control of the majority of the Imperial military, we must assume that includes its fleet. In addition, Garlemald possesses devices that can interfere with airship navigational systems, further discouraging an airborne approach.
Given the circumstances, the closest we dare deploy our contingent is an area between the range and the capital, the Magna Glaciers.
Glacius. Old school, Latin.
From there, we must travel the rest of the way on foot. We will also need to bring the airships with us to ensure we can withdraw with haste. Although much of the terrain will be dominated in snow, we should be able to make use of local roads and shipping facilities.
I wonder how this will work. Solitude?
The vast ice
Two
field
areas?
will afford us an unobstructed view of the surroundings. On the other hand, it will also allow others to easily spot us. So it is imperative that we only make camp in positions where we can easily defend ourselves. And the airships, which must be kept safe at all costs.
There's no turning back unless you want to teleport to Limsa to, you know, pop on the board and, you know, pick up a few other quests and things.
We will be tested.
I will say, our ability to just teleport everywhere willy-nilly, average person can only manage to teleport like 1 or 2 a day, or sometimes 1 every couple days. We're just kind of, that's like one of those canon things about the Warrior of Light. We're extra badass because we can teleport like crazy. We have these huge ethereal reserves. But yes, we can do what we want.
spare no effort in your preparations. Once we
Are you saying we're a trust
there
fund
is no
baby
turning
too?
back.
Only in the soul. I will say, I'm just envisioning, like, they're making this push in Garlemald, and they're like, okay, there's no turning back in the Warrior of Lights. Hold on. I got a link shell. Oh, hunt rank. I'll be back. And they're like, well, where are you going? I'll be right back. Don't worry about it.
That is so neat. I'll be in the middle of a quest, and like someone in the afternoon will be like, hunt this location, and I'll just drop it and roll.
Uh-huh. I love it.
Yeah, that is good.
It's just very it's very real. All right, this will be fun. Wow, there are a lot of people here. I am not gonna try talking to them all, sorry.
Your whole delegation gets one wording soul. You're welcome.
I like to think that they didn't have to make the warding skills so fancy and extra, but the Rods at Hand people were like, no, of course we're gonna make it fancy and extra.
Yeah. You know, making stuff fancier than you absolutely have to is how we have such beautiful architecture. Like, all you need is a building with walls, all these engravings and, you know, flying buttresses and stuff, like, isn't needed. But the fact that, you know, we at least used to add extra on top of it and add more money and
I'm a
time
huge fan of it.
than is necessary. It really adds so much flavor to life.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's
very worthwhile. I just have to also
Yeah.
chuckle about it.
So what I really want to see, and I know it's not going to happen, but if you had a bunch of people making these boarding scales and they were cranking them out, you know, whenever you're producing, especially large number of things, especially when you're doing it fast, there's going to be a few mistakes, a few that
Like duds.
Yeah. So if we're handing hundreds of these out, you should have like 2% of all the people just get turned when we walk into range, like, whoops, you got a bad one.
Seriously, let's give one of those to a monolane.
Well, you don't know because we haven't tested them. There's no QC. There's no testing process. Like,
well, they did have that thing, but I don't know if they would really have had logically had time to test them all. They probably did random sampling tests, and it'll be fine. If they find a bunch that aren't working, they test a bunch more.
We're gonna find a bunch that aren't working.
Okay. The other mountain. That's correct. Reckon they'll be worth a gill or two when this is all over. God. Pirates. Can't say they haven't got a sense of humor. It's set sail, or however the sailing goes on airships. Amazing. That's cool. Yeah, that's why I was like, ha, Padgel leaving the woods? That must be the end of the world, really. Should fighting break out? I think that's guaranteed. Smart. Sadu did not come prepared. Her wrath will keep her warm. Sirna says something about them coming prepared, like wearing warm clothing or whatever. And I look at Sadhu, who's like in her normal attire, and I was like, Sadhu's wrath will keep her warm. She'll be fine.
Yeah, Sadhu doesn't feel like the physical in the same way that everyone else does.
If Sadhu starts getting cold, she'll just set everything on fire.
She'll just glare until it's like, and the temperature goes up and a little. You know, remember like the old cartoons where they'd have like a little cloud hanging over hanging right from that? It's gonna be like that for her, but it's gonna just be like a little bubble of warmth around her. She's like, I thought so. Gives it like a little sidelong glare.
The cold starts to creep in, she gives it a glare and it just runs away.
She just crosses her arms and looks at it, and it like whimpers and backs up.
Shines the light of life, sus. Something something Zodiark. Alright. No, we were gonna let you get tempered, bud. Where are the cold of inspired? Warming tinctures, nice. I'm not changing my glamour. I'll freeze. Alright.
Damn, these warming tinctures. Can I get them IRL?
I mean, you can always make hot tea anytime you want.
That's true, and they're sweatshirts.
High proof alcohol can make you feel warm, but it actually kind of just opens your vessels and dumps your body heat, so it's not actually a good one.
They have those little hand warmer things, little chemical hand warmers.
Nice.
Like that.
Honestly.
That's just their name for it.
A headcanon accepted. Ishtola. Aha. I was wondering if it's gonna be Chandelier, but that makes more sense. Oh my god. She really is a spy. Name of fashion.
Tataru's really just an Asian and can like conjure stuff up and like appear and disappear. It would explain a lot.
It would explain a lot. Who are?
I'm like, no, I ain't wearing that. I'm wearing whatever I want.
She and Kyle are thick as thieves, so it makes sense. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again. Oh, it's a new version of that one. That's our mystery gift. Nice. Still not wearing it though. Nothing personal to Taro. It's not my style. I need to arrive and have Findaniel look at my hair and my dyed outfit pieces and be like, oh, so you like me. This is important. It's cute though. No. Unfortunate. large brown section. Not really my color. Frosty reception. Nice. The sides are a lot hotter than the bottom. Oh. I'm dropping party at solo duty time.
All right.
I need Fandango delivered to me tied up in a package. Oh, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Oh, that looks nice.
I thought so. This is the new coat.
It does not look good on my character, but
Well, it's dyeable.
I know it's dyeable.
Looks good on my character.
It really does.
I likes me better than you.
It's okay though. Oh. The sound of chocobos walking into each other eternally. All right. That's a lot of like lightning around poor Garlemald there.
Ilsabard, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly?
Agreed.
Oh, look, it's gonna level sync me down to 82. Wait. Ooh, I need to eat my eggs.
On the outskirts of
Oh, thank you for the reminder.
Hard-boiled eggs, yeah.
Of the Magna Glacius. The winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
Monolane looking a little cold there. Arun really showing his knees.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps.
It's a cute coat, I was saying.
But there is more to it than that.
My kind of people. It's cold and snowy and blowing and windy, and everyone's got warm coats on, but not a one has a warm hat on. Fuck warm hat.
The fool.
Which is so weird, because I get cold so easily, but I hate wearing hats.
Sounds like a sensory issue.
Yeah, it could be.
Virgilia, Legatus of the Third Legion.
However, they are also
Lady?
joined by several members of the First.
Surviving members, or are these fellas all tempered?
From what
I
I
like her
recall,
armor.
the Third Legion fought for Nerva in the War of
Makes
Succession
sense.
following Varus' death.
They probably would have supported Nerva against Xenos, or against whomever else
The
was
First,
trying to
on the
take
other
over.
hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor
It's
and
interesting.
rejected Nerva's claim to
Could
the
be
throne.
tempering, could be
These
desperation.
legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict
interesting.
between them that sparked the Civil War.
Very interesting.
Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
By whom? Invasion of creatures, or
Then it is all but certain they have
Yeah.
been tempered.
that's kind of what I'm guessing. It's interesting they're still maintaining the structure.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable, Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment?
We have another something up our sleeve.
Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Oh, he's in his, nice. The other robe's a little too showy.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
If we pork see the leaders, the rest
He
may,
did.
sort of
He
fall
and
in
the
line.
other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing,
Divide
we will
and conquer.
deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Literally the best idea when it comes to war.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations,
matching
we
coats.
will split into two groups.
Amelias would be so proud of Tataru. The twins.
The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies.
Bringing the rear with the gear. That's a common military saying. In the rear with the gear. Oh, Yshtila's coat's cute too.
As
I'm
for the
familiar from
Scions,
the
I ask
Hated
that
gear.
you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rear guard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
What was that perspective of? Suddenly far away looking down. Oh, I wonder if these will be, not just us doing a solo duty, but also some, role play duties where we, like, play as Thancred or whatever. Kinda like, hey, that's cool. Kinda like the uniform, the cult people uniform thing. Maximus just like, I'm actually immune to the cold.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Yshtola always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right.
And just
once
that.
more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely. Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds.
Okay, so
You'll
that's who
forgive
we
me
are
if I ask
being
again,
then.
but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Have you met Thancred?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
The Neoteric. Mission exclusive actions. Let's review this. Swift deception. Invisible fast. Watch out for the guard dogs. Cannot do it in combat. Silent. Take down all of Deception's enemies. Ha! Crossed gun blades instead of the crossed knives. It's a cool sort of skill synergy. Not used on dogs. So the dogs are a definite weak point for him. Just gotta avoid them. Bewilderment bomb. Okay. Easy enough. Alright, we're putting explosives on the thing. I think I'm ready.
Keep your wits about it.
Right.
We only have one shot at this.
We only have one shot at this? Are you sure? If I screw it up, you're not gonna like.
It's not available yet, so well, move on. Thank you. I should have used this sooner. I'm dumb. Five seconds. Nice music too. And let's keep it that way. Oh. One guarding the controls. Time we took a nap. I guess I could have walked past the other one. This guy's patrolling over there. And I'm gonna have to take these guys out to set the explosives. But where's the other guy? War off. Panics. Aren't you tired? Not of, but just aren't you tired? It's kind of fun, little sneaky mini game. Oh, only just noticed the Magitech slashes. Where the heck did those come from? And how observant are they? I may have to fight them. Looks like they're moving in a square pattern. They move fast when they want to move, though, don't they? Come on. Kindly stop ignoring me. A good hunter is patient. Hopefully I have time, though, here. Man, it doesn't last as long as I'd like. I can slide by with this. Damn it, I just realized this is gonna wear off when I execute that skill. Oops. It's fine. I'm getting there. Tempted to just combat them, but I don't really want to. No, I gotta... Damn it. I gotta do the thing. I'm gonna wait till this guy goes by. Can't trust in my timing. That's one thing I'm good at. It's instinctively having a good sense of timing. I can't go behind this. Couple of tempered imperials over there, and then I'm gonna have to deal with the dogs. Let's see. Okay. How far away they spot. Whoop. little sensory overload. I'd say sorry, but he's still alive. How to deal with the Magitech slashes. Oof. That was closer than I liked, but apparently they're not that observant. Question mark. Now to hide, aha. Never know what hit him.
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned. Head to the control
This
tower.
is
It should
fun
be
little
to the
setup
northwest.
puzzly thing.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
That's what they were talking about when they said they added a face to it. Now instead of just popping up and you're like, wait, who's that? Do I recognize the voice? They actually have a little picture with it. Nice. So it's going to be a little trickier, I think.
So the place marked hiding place. I've been consistently hiding there several times prior to that.
I sort of did the same, actually. Shit.
Damn, spotted.
That was not fair. It won't let me do it. Great. That's unfortunate. I feel quite bad actually about it. Hey, can you just don't? Come over here. And stop telling people. I know! Frustrated. Oh, good, I just knocked him out, I guess. That was bullshit. It wore off just, like it was just out of range, which I didn't realize the range was so short. Great. I was doing perfect. I'm sort of OCD, so that really bothers me. Ugh. Musage.
That went well. Until it didn't.
Hey, same. I was doing great, and then, like, I underestimated the range of the silent takedown. And I was like, hitting it, come on, my thing's about to wear off, and then it was, like, out of range, and then it's like, you got spotted, and I was like, no! Angie. Let's get this guy.
I just tried to run somewhere and then there was nowhere to hide, and when I tried to run back, like 3 guys saw me, and yeah.
Tragic.
And like, let me be full. Oh.
That might be bad. Oh, good. So where are these dogs? There it is. Would be the best way to deal with that. Come on. Should not have hesitated, but I seem to have. Nope.
Spotted.
Well, at least I don't have to worry about this jerkbag. I know. Oof. For now, that's not ominous. Go on. That's it, the control terminal. Slasher goes by and slide by myself. Whoop, that's not good. That's not good at all. Oh wait, didn't come very far.
At least I'm a lot better sneaking the second time around.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, I wanted 4. What? Dude makes me nervous. This guy's like going back and forth that way. This is my moment. This is not my moment. This, however, is my moment. I need to pee after this one. Get over here. Oh, good. Also disabled that. Good habit, though. I think that thing looks familiar. The castron looking thing. All objectives accomplished. The minimum of fuss.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
What news from our comrades?
Well, let's see. That was almost too much.
They stand at the ready.
Excellent.
Boom time! With the gear, indeed.
Look at how the heads appear when they're talking. That's kind of a cool thing you can do for like a podcast. Like they kind of slide up at an angle, sort of faded.
Yeah, It looks really clean. That's the thing I noticed in the patch notes that they'd added, and I wasn't sure how it worked, but yeah, it's when that little line of dialogue appears so we can understand. Oh, I gotta pay attention.
Wait! Something's coming!
These dialogues do not wait for me. Oh, doggies.
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
Let's just stop from falling in my lap. This music is banging for the next section. Excuse me, goodness. The spent, huh?
A brief respite, but stay alert.
Come on, hopefully not too brief. I need,
Keep the carriages safe.
Nope. No Mirage died for me. Sad panda.
Go invisible, run out, turn around, run back.
Hey, it's a mood.
The Magitech slashers,
Oh my God.
there's no way to get rid of them other than to just fight them, right?
I've just been avoiding them whenever possible, because
I've been
fighting
doing
makes
that
the
too.
sensing thing go up.
That's
They,
why
they have a fairly small detection range, so you may be able to just like avoid them. Let's see if I can line this up. Stop it. Oh my god, let me freaking select it. Oh, the other one's dead. Man, this music is just fucking awesome.
Display, but the other carriages are still in danger.
Better. It's just, we're just for this from my assistants.
I've been itching for a good scrap.
Hey, get back here, you. Oops. I'm bad at this targeting thing. Of course they do. I can't. Oh. Nice. Goes against every instinct I have. That's great. Oh. Good thing I used the dragon eye.
We're fine. I'm ready for more.
Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
This is the front. Head north. Destroy the vanguard. I think this is the point at which I'll find a choice moment and go to the bathroom. I can see it. Hello. Wait, this music is familiar. This was the final steps of faith. Or no, the steps of faith. The dang one from Bishop, big boy.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's like I just gave him, put him in a coma.
It's not it won't heal in time.
Very Estonian. I'll be right back. Totally jammed it. In time.
Only we had a couple of them bombs to just disable all the dogs.
Hmm.
The trouble is,
Damn Thancred took them all.
made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would
Yeah.
be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
It's much warmer than her usual attire. Oh, great. I'll have to be right back. Ooh, let her go.
That's
Nice.
Begilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
I'm gonna get smacked for your impertinence. Swallow something more substantial to get it down. Don't like it. Hate that. Don't get distracted.
There's no end to them.
Seems like it.
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Just in time. Hopefully. Brazilian, I can have a
There's no
Dragoon off.
stopping us now. Come on, let's show them what we're made of.
We have them now.
Oh.
Right! Let them have it!
Nice. Oh, Pippin's popping off. Can't help that. It's like, how am I gonna? Good time for us to be back. Porculum. Van, like Balsam. Same Giga Tempest. This is gonna blow. That's why I like raiding. What tiny square can I stand in? Well, I already know. It's great. I don't have to think about it or figure it out. Resin, huh? Try not to get that on your skin. It's bad news. Thank you for letting me have my uptime. Bombs away, huh? Ah, that's a hint. Please take your bombs away. Right into one. Somehow not by timing. Man, usually the timing does not work out in my favor. I love to see it. Probably AoE hold time. Indeed. Okay, more than just that. Huh. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Pair salvo, great. Whoa. Damn it. It's sparkly and I could fit. Don't judge me.
Turnip? I was wondering what you turnip.
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 Sadu's doing her thing that's so annoying. Oh god, this one's about to go down. That's not good. Shit. Oh, I didn't like that. That was too close. Falling dusk. Suspicious. I think it damn near. Well, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't need both, but
That is evil. Putting a like gather here outside the circle where you can get to it.
I had
That's
that same.
up.
I heard the noise and went to try and do it. I was like, oh damn, good luck, guys.
Yeah, it did not go well for him either. They all ended up on the ground.
Yeah. Hey, okay, baby Xenos. Sorry, I'm not talking to you. I didn't mean to hit the button.
Sadu had too.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival.
Well, they're fine.
What of the supply caravan? Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Saw that pretty palace there.
Holy Sheltron?
Ooh. Dang, I was trying to get a picture of it before that happened.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain. "800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here.
They've been there a while. I mean...
Bested by the Kavosi after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes.
Those are cell towers. Those are literally microwave dishes.
To one another for warmth, freezing, hungry, desperate, hated.
Such a weird freaking aetheryte.
The chosen, forsaken.
What do you mean the chosen? Shinuyani of Alec.
In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solus single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution.
Single-handedly is very interesting there.
How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum?
Good question.
Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks?
Guess we'll never know.
Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
I'm sure many of them were just worked to death.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Fool's Rest?
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Excuse me. When did I melt my space boat key?
Definitely picking up a lot of vibes from like the third Hunger Games book, where they're all like working their way in towards the capital to try to destroy it.
Nice. Right back.
So at what point are we gonna... Did you just kind of get to the same point that I did? You kind of just get to the same point I did because the CD and good stuff. I just got done with the solo duty and landed in this place. Once you're done with this scene, it's probably... I may finish out
The quest and then leave it there.
Oh, yeah, let's finish up the quest.
But yeah. Okay, it's a ways off. Wow, this is day at Yorzian. It's just quite a pall. Not so much a pall most murderous, much more of a pall most deathly. It cleared. That's true, she's like...
That's an
sensible
ether, right?
ether. Ether. Yeah. Far more terrifying. Oh yeah. Yeah. They didn't really have Who's gonna steal it? No. Doesn't make sense. It's not the most logical assumption.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city. For therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroy's designs.
That's weird.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares.
Prioritize getting them.
Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
Were you talking to me?
Oh, it's like, surely they can't all have been tempered. And I'm like, well, they can.
Yeah. I mean, the towers seem pretty thorough. And that one's a big one.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a porksy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Can't make your own.
Would you like a hand? No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that can keep us warm and toasted.
We're gonna need to get that
Problem is the
ceruleum
machines
flowing
seem
again.
to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again.
Good
but
thing
it
we
won't
brought
be
smiths.
easy.
Understood.
Should probably be a high
The
priority.
machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position.
I did say we would get our welcome ready and
That we
ready.
have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a
Carefully.
wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
Twould be my honor to be of
Isn't
service.
wearing his necklace.
Though I
That's
doubt that you of all people
interesting.
need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
Important.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan
Eblan.
Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't.
I have faith that you will, and look forward to greeting you on your safe return. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
Yeah. Alright. Tracks in the snow. Why does that sound familiar? Makes me think of the when we were trying to chase down Biggs and Wedge after the they get away from the Imperials. Well, we'll be back at it later.